Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me for another Yoga with Paige. My name is Paige, and I'm so glad you're here. Tonight, I've got a super delicious little wind down sequence put together for you. Do this at the end of the evening. So, when you're gearing up for bed, if you can incorporate a little bit of movement and a little bit of down regulation of the nervous system, I'll talk more about that in a little bit. Prior to hopping in bed, it's going to prime ourselves and set ourselves up for much more high quality sleep, high quality rest. So let's jump in. Sounds delicious, huh? All right. So let's find a comfortable seat here, legs comfortable, relaxed in an easy seated position here. Hands are right here on the thighs. Let's start by connecting with the breath. Big inhale through the nose, and then exhale, slide the shoulders down and away from the back. Big breath in, reach up through the crown, tall spine. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And then exhale, let it all out, nice and slow. Perfect. Keep going. 3 more rounds here. With your exhale, soften anything that you're holding on to. So any tension that you might be carrying in the shoulders or the neck or the jaw or the face or the belly or the chest. Who knows what kind of day you experienced? It could have been super chaotic and stressful, or it could have been really simple and easy, and that's all right. Either way is just fine. So acknowledging yourself, meeting yourself where you're at right now, connecting to your breath. Coming back home, giving yourself a little nice attention, a little TLC. Rinsing the inside of our body with our breath, with fresh oxygen. One more full round here. Beautiful. We're going to move into some alternate nostril breathing, which is really, really wonderful for down regulating the nervous system. So what does that down regulation of the nervous system mean? When our nervous system is like really hyperactive, right? That's where stress lives, that's where anxiety lives. Usually, unfortunately, most of us have daily lives that allow for our nervous system to just be always active, always in like stress response. Whether it's overcommitting and people pleasing and saying yes to just way too many things, too many commitments and responsibilities can stress our nervous system and dysregulate that. So what we are looking to do always is to find ways to incorporate more activities that help us down-regulate the nervous system, down-regulate. So it brings us more into this rest and digest and this heal state of the nervous system. And when you rest, digest, and heal, and your nervous system is safe and comfortable and smooth and fluid and relaxed, imagine what that can do to your sleep. So it increases, it's directly related to increasing the quality of sleep that we experience. And make this short, I'll get off my high horse here with the sleep. Our sleep is the most important thing that we possibly can do when it comes to healing and restoration and relaxation for ourselves. If we are not sleeping, we are doing none of those things. So incorporating a little bit of movement prior to jumping in bed is going to set yourself up for a nice quality restful sleep. And that's what we're aiming to do here. Anyway, alternate nostril breathing is where we're headed next. And it's amazing for soothing the nervous system. Sometimes some people can say that the alternate nostril breathing can boost their energy. It's up to you. But generally, most people find that this is very down-regulating, very soothing. So what you'll do, listen closely. You're going to take this right palm and pull it out right in front of you. Now curl down the pinky finger and the 2 middle fingers. So it's kind of awkward. You've got your ring finger out and you've got your thumb finger. What we're going to be doing is inhaling through one nostril, exhaling out the other one. inhaling through the other one and then exhaling back through the first one. So we're going to do that by constricting and bringing pressure to either one of our nostrils with these two fingers here. There is significance about these two fingers, and I cannot recall that right now, so I'll have to get back to you on that one. So first we'll be inhale through the right nostril. So we'll bring the hand to our face, and then using the ring finger, we're going to close off this left nostril, okay? Inhaling through the right nostril. This left nostril is still plugged. Now pinch with the thumb. Now both nostrils are closed. We're going to hold the breath just slightly at the top. And then when we exhale, release the ring finger. The thumb stays connected and pressed into the right nostril, and we exhale out the left. Beautiful. From here, inhale directly through that left nostril. Pinch and hold. Then release the thumb and exhale out the right. That is one round. Big inhale through the right. Press with the thumb, hold at the top, release the ring finger, exhale out the left. Beautiful. Inhale through the left. Pinch, hold, release the thumb, and exhale. That was 2 full rounds. Keep going at your own pace. I'm going to talk you through it. So inhale through the right. Soften the shoulders. Hold the breath. Pinch both. Now release. Exhale out the left. Beautiful. Big inhale through the left. Pinch and hold at the top. And release. Okay. Take a few more rounds at your own pace, nice and slow. So really sucking in the air with the inhale and really forcefully dumping it out with your exhale. Now, have some tissues closed. This might bring out some natural boogers. It's okay. That's totally normal. Blow your nose if you need to in the middle of this, but this is also helping us kind of release any junk and gunk in the nasal cavity too. So big, long, slow inhales, big, long, forceful exhales. Okay? Say for 3 more rounds. 1 round is inhale through the right, exhale out the left, inhale through the left, exhale out the right. Softening your shoulders, sliding them down and away. Some simple breathing here to connect you to you, shaking off the day, whatever the day brought you, and allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to get a great night's sleep. 1 more full round here. Beautiful. Once you're complete with your alternate nostril breathing, we're going to move into some super gentle shoulder flossing. Shoulder flossing, not just for your teeth, but for your shoulders too. So let's start with one side. Go ahead and lift the right shoulder up to the ear, all the way up. Yeah, we're doing one shoulder at a time. Right shoulder comes all the way back and then down. Beautiful. So big circles with this right shoulder here. It brings us more into the present moment when we can focus on one of them at a time, right? Breaking the patterns. We're used to doing both. But now, let's find some super intentional shoulder flossing here. Awesome. Switch directions. We'll take a couple the opposite way. Then we're going to switch it to the other side. So keeping the right shoulder still, let's lift the left shoulder up towards the ear. Yep, as far as it can go. And then slide it all the way back. So we're going back, 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 back before we even think about going down, dragging it all the way down. Awesome. So really reaching down through the elbow. Awesome. So up, back, 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 and then all the way down. Beautiful. So bringing that intentional movement to the left shoulder, creating some space. We carry a lot of stress and anxiety and tension in our shoulders. So if we had a particular stressful day or a stressful event or experience, then let's just go ahead and wring out the shoulders here. Beautiful. Take it the opposite direction. Good. Now find some gentle movements here in the shoulders. You can do both at once, pausing anywhere that's super wonderful and juicy. So we're going to do the same thing with our hands now. Do a little shoulder floss or hand flossing. Kind of made that up, but flossing sounds like it's appropriate for almost anything, any part of the body. We're quite literally eliminating the gunk and the buildup. So this is what I like to call the whatever. The whatever. So we're just going to be rotating our wrists. Just like you would, I don't know if you did this in middle school, whatever. Or maybe to your parents, whatever. This little hand gesture, who knew? It could actually be therapeutic. So anyway, just kind of finding this swirl in your hands and then taking that the opposite direction. Beautiful. You might get some cracks in the wrists and the hands and the palms and spreading through the fingers, and yeah, find some movement there. Getting your whatever's in. Maybe you had a whatever day. Whatever. Done with that. All right, moving on. Let's connect back to the breath here. So we've got I feel a little warmth that has built in my shoulders. They feel happy. My hands feel happy. Let's connect to the breath. So we're going to do a big inhale. Sweep the arms and hands over the head. And then exhale, gentle twist. So the left palm's going to come forward, right palm comes back. With our exhale, we've got a nice tall spine here. Big inhale. Then exhale, take it to the other side, twist to the left. Beautiful. Big inhale. Back to center. Then exhale, take it right. Big inhale. Exhale, take it left. Beautiful. One more. Awesome. Palms can come down to our lap. Let's take some little rotations here of the hip. So our inhale kind of smears our heart forward. And then as we exhale, we pull the belly button in towards the spine, and then we round. Big inhale forward, and then exhale. So these are like seated circular cat-cows. So, on the inhale, think about your cow pose, and on the exhale, you've got your cat. So that arched back. Cool. Take it to the other side. Really giving our torso a little love here. Getting into the back, the hips, heart space. If we spent much of our day maybe over a keyboard or at a computer, it tends to round us off pretty good. So finding a little movement here in the chest, opening up the front body, the back body really, really, really primes the body for a nice restful sleep. How are we feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm ready to polish things off with a little inversion. Inversions are amazing, especially right before bed. They're awesome for, like I said, down regulating that nervous system, really priming us for a really rejuvenating rest. So hopefully you have a wall close to you. If not, perhaps a chair or something that you can prop your legs up on. That's where we're going. So we're moving into a little inversion here. We're going to do legs up the wall. So if you've never done that before, what you want to do is get your booty as close to the floorboard as possible. It's kind of derogatory, but I like to say get your crack to the crack. It's true. That's where we're going. So anyway, our legs reach up long towards the ceiling. Really ground here. You can feel the sit bones settling into the mat. into the floor. Our feet are stacked and are heavy. They're being supported by our knees and our knees above our hips. And all that's just kind of like, softening. Gravity is working with us here. Now, your arms can be out by your sides if you'd like. Maybe you find a little full body stretch, well, upper body stretch, I should say. Cool. Let's move into a figure 4 on the wall. So what you'll do is you'll actually plant this left foot. We'll take a bend in this left knee. And then if you can, if it's available to you, go ahead and bring this right knee. So we're doing like a figure 4 on the wall, this kind of situation here. So that could just be, maybe you have a tiny little bend. Maybe you're just right here with the leg fully extended on the wall and there is no planted foot. That's just fine too. You can use your hand to open up the hip here. So find your edge, find your comfort. This is a really beautiful, beautiful pose because it's incorporating in the inversion as well as this really deep, wonderful hip opener here. Now come back to the breath if you've lost it. One more full round. Beautiful. Go ahead and uncross the legs. We're going to take it to the other side. So this right foot can now plant or perhaps stay straight, your choice. But then the left leg is going to come and cross just above this right knee. Yeah, so we're getting into a figure 4. It's like a reclined, inverted figure 4. We're getting fancy up in here. So really settle in. Notice what the hips feel like. Notice what the low back feels like pressing into the mat. Yeah. Notice if it's arched, right? Try and really get the low back into the mat here. And just as if we were standing, and I would ask you to press into all 4 corners of the feet. So imagine if you could press into all 4 corners of the low back. That's interesting. Try that on. See if you can feel that. Now notice where your shoulders are. If they're creeping forward, maybe you need to shimmy them back down, kind of pin them to the mat. Awesome. Really good. All right, from here, what we're going to do is move into a twist. So bring the knees into the chest, maybe give them a nice little squeeze, 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 squeeze. Beautiful. Now drop the knees over towards the right. Arms can come out to a T here. Twists are amazing on the body, physically and emotionally. With every inhale, expand the belly. And with every exhale, empty completely. Beautiful. Let's move to the other side. So you're going to walk the feet kind of back up the wall, back up to center, and then we'll take it to the other side. Legs fall over to the left. Arms are out by the sides. If that feels good. Come back to that deep belly breathing here. Releasing the day. Release, release, release. Softening, surrendering. Beautiful. Now, when you're ready, you can bring your legs back up the wall. If that feels nice, you can take a shavasana here. It won't be too long. If you're comfortable, or if perhaps taking a traditional lying down shavasana would feel better for you, then you are certainly allowed to do that. I'm going to join us in a seated position, and that's where I will take shavasana with you. We'll walk through this together. So one of my favorite ways to close out every single day is to recall one of my favorite moments. One of my favorite moments of the day. It could have been a moment that brought me immense joy. It could have been a moment that brought me a lesson, where I learned something or I was taught something. So recall a moment from today, starting from the moment you opened your eyes and planted your feet on the floor and started your day. Travel all the way through the morning and midday, the afternoon, the evening. What was your favorite? What surprised you? What stood out? For me, today, oh my goodness, I had about 3 hours where I was just plugged in and head down, and I got a whole bunch of work done. I was able to be creative. I was able to be productive. And wow, I was in flow state. It brought me serenity. It brought me peace and joy. And that was my favorite part of my day today. So once you've landed on your moment, finding sincere gratitude and gratefulness and thankfulness, and really allowing that to permeate your entire body as you prime yourself physically and emotionally for a great night's sleep. Connect with your breath, seal it in, allow it to swirl and marinate in you. And this is where I will send you off and allow you to float into the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Friends, my name is Paige. Sleep well.